showed up to work and I said dreaded it. That's about it. Yeah. I've been pulling a lot of that crap lately.
Yeah.
Probably actually.
Come as close as you can because my arms can only go so far. Gentlemen, how are you all?
All right, how are you?
You look very handsome today.
All right, thank you.
Look at you guys.
So do you.
Oh, well, thank
Getting
you.
ready for Easter, huh?
That's right. That's right. I got my Easter colors going. I love it. Are we all good?
Amen.
Don't let me get in the way here.
Amen.
Good to go?
You're good?
Yeah, we're good.
You're good too? Okay. All right.
Let's make sure everyone's here.
Okay. Make sure we don't get blown away.
Yeah, that too.
That's
Right.
crazy. We have quite the gang with you.
Yeah,
Quite the
we're great
brood.
people.
Yes,
Yes,
I
great
love
individuals. Okay, well, first of all, thank you all for being here. My name is Jason Lowe. I am County Commissioner for District 1. Today we scheduled a tour of for spiritual leaders in our community to take a look at the Oklahoma County Jail and its progress and what's been going on here at the county jail. One of my major objectives when I was elected County Commissioner is transparency. And that's what I want to focus on. And so that's why I've invited these spiritual leaders, CCSR, BMA, to take a tour of this facility. And Pastor Cooper, I'll leave the floor for you.
Thank you, Commissioner Lowe. I am Pastor Lee E. Cooper Jr. I am president of the Concerned Clergy for Spiritual Renewal. That is the CCSR. So we've kind of passed that around. But been pastoring here for 38 years at Prospect Church. And so I thank Commissioner for inviting us to come down and actually tour the jail. It has been a moment since I've actually been in the jail, but of course it is in the news and we've heard quite a few stories. And we hear the horror stories, and I would say to those who are hearing us today that most of those are true. And so it was really enlightening to be able to have an opportunity to actually tour the facility and then to see not only the things that need to be repaired and addressed, but then also to see what things have already been addressed. And I think it's crucially important for the citizens of Oklahoma and certainly the county of Oklahoma to know that the real reason for why a new jail is necessary. So when we look at the staffing issues, when we look at the facility itself, we know that it is challenges that have been facing our community. We hear from our members and constituents in our community. And so I want to thank Commissioner Lowe for allowing this opportunity today for us to gather together and then to come up with a plan. I think actionable items need to go forward from here about what needs to happen, what we need to see, particularly in a new jail. I think it's important to see what works here and then what is not working, and then be able to have some forethought about what the jail should be and what it should look like going forward. So I want to thank you for being here certainly today. And again, Pastor Lee Cooper, Prospect Church, Oklahoma City, president of the Concerned Clergy for Spiritual Renewal, or the CCSR.
Pastor Cooper, can I ask you a quick question? What was the most concerning thing that you saw inside the jail?
Well, I think just how much this jail has deteriorated over time, I think was the more shocking thing. And to think about the fact that we have humans who are in this facility, and yet much of the facility is inhumane. And so I think that that's the real test and challenges, along with all of the medical staff. So we were able to see the medical units, and we even recognize that the short staffing is a problem, and many of the needs cannot be addressed with those who are here. Some of them short time, some of them for longer periods. And so that's always a concern. So the most shocking thing was actually the deplorable conditions of some of the facility.
You said inhumane. Can you give me some examples of what inhumane you saw that was inhumane inside?
Yeah. For example, if you see showers that just you would not even think about having a human to have to take a shower in that condition, to see food that is on the table, to see blood that is on the walls that had not been cleaned. So those kinds of conditions are inhumane. And so that's the kind of thing that I think has to be addressed in the long term. Those who had actually toured the facility on yesterday, we then saw trays, food trays, that were still left from yesterday that had not been cleaned up yesterday or today. So those kinds of conditions must be addressed, and those kinds of conditions are just inhumane. And so I think we're better than that as Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma is better than that, and certainly Oklahoma County and Oklahoma City. And so we're glad to have Commissioner Lowe, who is now in the seat and can address some of the problems and issues that we're seeing on in the facility that seem to be ongoing. It didn't seem to be just this one-off today. It seems to be things that are happening on a daily basis. And so you hear stories, but then to actually be there and to see it with your own eyes is really shaking.
Commissioner Lowe, how do you even start to tackle these problems? I would imagine some of these situations and issues are arising because of the number of short-staffed group inside of there. What's the first thing you are going to tackle?
Well, first of all, we have a lot of work to do. And I want to mention, some of the staff members in there that are doing a great job, that care for the people in there, that we don't hear the stories of the good that comes out of that building. But do we have a lot of work to do? Absolutely. And that's a priority of mine. Make sure that we have meetings or tours like this where the community knows exactly what's going on in this building, as opposed to just news reports. They see it with their own eyes. It's just so very important that we all come together as a collective group to solve this problem that's been around for the last, 40, 50 years. But we also have Pastor Walter. He also has a few words.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Derek E. Walter Sr., and I'm in my first year pastor in the Fairview Missionary Baptist Church. I've been in pastoral work for 13 years. I serve as the Vice President for the Baptist Ministers Association, where Dr. Major L. Jemison serves as President. So I'm standing in his stead on today. We are here, and I want to say thank you to Commissioner Lowe, who just happens to be a member of the Fairview Missionary Baptist Church. Say thank you to him for allowing us this opportunity. We are here together in concert with Concerned Clergy for Spiritual Renewal as a band of brothers because we are concerned about the people that occupy the cells in the county jail. We are here because we care about the least, the last, the leftover, and the left out. And to be able to go in today and see some of the things that we've been hearing about was eye-opening. We are here because we want to make sure that in spite of the crimes that have been committed, in spite of the laws that have been broken, they're still human. Because they're still human, they deserve to be taken care of. And so we just want to make sure that while they are incarcerated here, are being kept here, that they are being properly taken care of, properly fed, and all of that. And so to see some of the situations that they're in, the overcrowding, 30 or 40 people in one cell or pod, however you want to say it, there's something that needs to be done about that. And we're here to ensure. We're here to help hold whoever's responsible, hold their feet to the fire to make sure that things are done right.
So, first question, how do you spell your first name?
D-E-R-R-I-C-K.
Okay, I want to make sure I have that correct. So what do you do from here then? Do you go back and talk to different people, your congregation? What do you do from here now that you have this knowledge of what's going on inside?
Well, certainly, yes, ma'am. We'll go back and talk to those members of our congregation because the reality is, if there may be a few, if not all, of our members who are affected by those who are locked up here in the county jail. And so we want to make them aware of what's going on so that we can take next steps, working in conjunction with Commissioner Lowe and whoever else is part of the team so that we can make sure that they're taken care of.
Pastor, did you say Fairview?
Yes, sir. Fairview Missionary Baptist Church.
Commissioner, I have a question. Richard Mines with the Oklahoman.
Sir.
You said this was your annual tour. How many years have you done this?
No, I did not say it was my annual tour.
I thought it wasn't something else. I'll forgive me.
So,
let me ask you this question. Nothing beats seeing it, right, of course, but the advisory board, the citizens board, to the jail trust does make, I think, monthly tours and reports to the jail trust. So I'm just wondering if you think that's effective or not, or...
Well, obviously, I just got into this position, so I'm trying to figure things out. But yeah, I'm going to look into that and see what's working and what's not working. And the way we figure this out is to go inside of the facility and take a look. And so that's what we're doing here today, and that's what we did yesterday. We got to take a look and figure out what's working.
well, they're not letting, or have not let in the past, health inspectors come in to even see. So it's kind of a big deal that you guys are actually getting to go in and see. So what then is the next step for you as far as what you have to do to be good on those promises that you made to your voters that you would make a change in there?
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's choose our words carefully here. I made promises that I'm going to do the best I can. Okay. And this is the start. And I want to make sure I work with the jail trust, who actually controls the jail. And negotiate with them and see what we can do as far as making changes in this facility. And one of those changes I want to make, or what I want to implement, is make sure we process people quicker. Right now, individuals are not being processed as fast as I would like. We need to get people in and out of there. Like, for example, misdemeanor cases. When you're charged with a misdemeanor case, you should not spend, when you get arrested at 4 o'clock, spend the night at the Oklahoma County Jail. You should be processed out immediately. So those are the type of things I'm going to work on and negotiate with the other county commissioners and also the jail trust. This is a very important issue for me. My life's work is criminal justice reform. So this is definitely priority number one.
Yeah, I mean, Commissioner Lowe, my name's Sierra Pfeiffer. I work for KOSU. I mean, there are these efforts, against, different roadblocks. There's been efforts to build a new jail, have a better infrastructure for the future. I mean, what can be done in the interim right now while people are still inside, while people are still having to move through the system?
It makes the changes as I talked about, getting people in and out, having tours, educating the public, because the public is, the most important voice here. They can really force changes once they're, they're organized. Yeah, so those are things I would like to do.
Yeah.
Go
and
ahead.
you got in kind of in, like you said, you've been able to tour the facility.
Yes.
I mean, walking away, what are your final thoughts about what it looks like and what you want to see?
We have a lot of work to do, and I'm ready to get started.
Can you give us a better understanding of just how dire the shortage of staff is inside of there?
We now have a culture of it's bad to work at the Oklahoma County Jail. And as I said earlier, there's some great people in there that are doing really good work. But we got to hire more people. There's a shortage of staff. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to make a blanket statement about the employees in there that's like they're doing a bad job or they don't care about the inmates. But we got to, one, fully fund. Two, we got to hire more people. And then we got to work with the jail trust, we got to work with the other county commissioners, and we got to work with leaders such as these to make the necessary changes.
Anybody else?
Yeah, talk to me about the importance of bringing in this group, this community into the jail. These people in front of us. Why was it so important?
Yeah, they're leaders. They're leaders in the community. This is my first weekend, and this was a priority of mine. The religious community, and especially Northeast Oklahoma City, are just so very important. They talk to thousands of people every Sunday, every Wednesday. So that's why I wanted to make sure that they got a chance to go into this facility and see exactly what's going on. All right, thank you.
Hey, good job.
Okay.
How you doing, Pastor Scobie?
Hello. You asked Commissioner Lowe the question about this group, and obviously I serve on the Oklahoma County Jail Trust under District 1, which Commissioner Lowe is our District 1 County Commissioner. One of the primary reasons is the fact that 43% of the detainees in the Oklahoma County Jail, they look like us. So that would be a good starting point to bring leaders within the community that the majority of the people who are housed here, they're African American. Now we do know that Oklahoma County is made up of only about 11%, if not 10.5% African American people. There's a huge disparity when we look at that. Is that the county jail's fault? The county detention center's fault? No. That would be the arresting agencies, like the Oklahoma City Police Department, the Oklahoma City Police Department, and the Oklahoma City Police Department. Now we understand that we have Edmond, Dale City, Midwest City. We have the Oklahoma